Hello, my name is Red Diamond, and welcome to my series where I collect every single block and item in release order. Now, for those of you who don't know what this is, I'm gonna say this really quickly because I've explained it too many times already. This is a series where I collect every single block and item in release order, starting from Infidev and slowly making my way up to the current version, which I am not in quite yet. Currently, I am in 1.18. Since I'm now in 1.18, I decided it would be proper for me to start deleting some of the unused chunks. So any chunks that are outside of my main area, I will be deleting so that 1.18 can regenerate them to look nicer with my already existing terrain and transition it a little bit nicer to the new terrain. Because this is terrain that was generated way back in Infidev, and I'm hoping 1.18 can make that all look a little smoother, make that all look a little nicer. So I'm just selecting my normal area, then I'm going to delete, then I'm going to invert the selection and delete everything that's not in my normal area. And we'll see how this looks. Got a shipwreck. Oh, this side looks absolutely stunning. You can't even tell that I removed chunks here. Ignore that. But oh wow, you can't even tell. Oh, that is gorgeous. I need to go collect the other side music disc, which I thought was a deep dark music disc. It is not. And I also need to go collect the spore blossom. Oh, I found it! Oh, found it! Finally! Oh, flip this place. This place sucks. Alright, now that I have the Spore Blossom from 1.17 and the music disc from this update, actually, before I do anything, I want to listen to this. Since it was such a short update, let's immediately go to the next, and the next one is going to be very, very interesting. Let's go there now. And here it is, the next update. Some of you might have thought it was the 1.19 update that I was going to. Wrong. I'm going to the April Fool's update, one block at a time, so that I can collect some of the more interesting blocks. But before that, I need to create a new world, so let me just do that really quick. The reason I go into this update is because this is going to allow me to get some of those blocks that I'm missing from my museum. Anyway, I'm trying to speedrun and get to the end as quickly as possible, and then I'll explain further as to why this update is so important. Alright! I kid you not, that took like 5 hours for me to quote-unquote speedrun Minecraft. I hate this update. Is this real? It's not even real! Hey, there it is! Oh! Oh my gosh, I'm finally here. I'm finally in the end. Now that I'm finally in the end, I can finally explain to you guys why I needed to go to the end. And for a simple reason, it's because Endermen in this update spawn with random blocks that they will randomly place. And so using this update, I can get those blocks and bring them into my world using a bit of trickery. So that's what I'm basically doing here. I'm just going to go AFK into a hole for like a couple hours, waiting for the Endermen to place down a whole bunch of blocks on the island. And then I'm going to kill the Ender Dragon because she was being very annoying. Very, very annoying. But yeah, you might have noticed that I'm cutting out a whole lot from this, and that's because I want to try to keep this video short, but that's very difficult when you record over 6 hours. So, yeah. I just want to point out the fact that it is technically possible for me to get all of the items as well in this update, but that is a very low chance of happening for any given item. And in total. That would probably take about 80 years. I'm not doing that. I am, however, gonna get all of the items in a different April Fool's update, which you guys will see in the future. So for now, yeah. Now if I just fly over here, my items. Ah ha ha! There it is! Is the player head. Bop. Right there. Structure void. There it is. Budding amethyst. Right here. Bear block. Right there. So it is impossible to place these 5 blocks into my museum because I cannot place them in survival. You can only place these in creative, except for the command block, the normal command block. You can place that one in survival in a very specific version, which I have passed by now, so I have a plan to fix this. I'm going to travel back with my command block, and I'm going to place it in the version that it was added, so that it sits in my museum and stays there till the present day. So, let me just go do that now. I've built myself a little time machine over here, and I'm going to travel back. I don't know how far back it's going to send me. If it sends me quite a ways back, I might just have to, AFK for a couple months until I get to where I can place the command block. And then hopefully I can just come back to the present, but we'll see. Let's go. Oh, look at that. Looks like I'm in Alpha 1.2.6. Oh, so my time machine worked then, I see. So, unfortunate. Looks like I've went back farther than I had initially planned, seeing as that looks completely hideous, and this hasn't changed much at all from the new version. But yeah, 1.2.6 is a little farther back than I would have liked, which is fine, because that just means I gotta kind of wait until whatever version I can place the command block comes. So yeah, I'm gonna hide so that present red doesn't find me. Also, it looks like I've reverted skins again. Annoying, but whatever. Alright, so I found myself a little spot to call home, and right now I'm just in the roof of the little house for now, because I don't know where else to be. Put this in there. This is gonna be Jeremy. He's gonna keep me sane through the adventures of what I'm gonna call the AFK journey to 1.14. Jeremy. 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 Guess what? He did it. He finally did it. We're in 1.73 beta. We're getting closer. We're getting closer, buddy. Getting closer. Closer. So, in the ceiling, fix the hole. These are more holes in the ceiling. Oh. Jeremy, it's happened. We have the command block. Release it, Jeremy. Release the block. Jeremy, I have an idea. You can be in the museum forever. You will be an artifact for the past, for eternity. A beauty in the collection of many others. You, Jeremy. You shall be one in the pot. You are the pot man. Pot man. Woo! I remember back in my days when all them cookies had runner shoes. Them cookies was mad. It was crazy. I didn't know what they were talking about, dude. Oh! They had teapots for kettles. The kettles had teapots! Kettles. They don't have kettles. I have kettles. They don't have kettles. Kettles? My kettles! I have kettles. I am the kettle man. I am the man of kettles. You steal no kettles. I am the man of kettles. Now, listen. I know technically I'm supposed to be the crazy man, but I think I disagree, because there are voices in my head that sound crazier than me. All of those voices are telling me to to get rid of this present red diamond in order to fix the time loop that I'm stuck in. Now I know what you guys are thinking. Fred, Steve, I don't know what I am. Don't question me. I do not question the voices in my head, and the voices in my head do not question me. I must go out of my own way and perform the actions that the voices in my head ask me to do. Because I'm not the crazy one. You're the crazy one for watching a random stranger make a random video about Minecraft. And they called me the crazy one. But here you are, sitting at your desk or in your bed, watching a man act crazy. What better way to explain a plan than with a music video? Kind of. It's terribly made, but you guys are gonna watch it anyway.
Whoever can find this world's essence and fill the museum cleanly will be the new player to own the new world and challenge as his trophy. Who is he? Who is the player who filled it full?
Damn all this waiting, I've been here for years. Why won't he make it? The time machine. Damn this dimension, no more charades. Time to set things from going astray. This is how he
Blocks me out
while he wins the challenge.
Blocks me out
while I slowly age. Blocks me out as I lose my patience. Where in the world is my pride and rage? Here and now there's a chance for action. Here and now I can take control. Here and now I'll throw him to Alpha, channel my passion for perfection. So I've noticed he's missing, and I know Red is not around. I know he's on a collection mission. I know today he comes back to base, so I say they're stuck near the farm. I say I wait till he arrives, and when he flies by I can shoot him. Time to leave now so I can strike and block him out. He goes unconscious. Block him out while I take his tool. Block him out while I slowly tell him that I will be the one to achieve perfection. Lock him into the time machine. Lock him in till he falls to Alpha. When Red Diamond wonders where he's fallen, only you and I will know. And when the deed is done, I will have no one to stop me from taking my place as king. Stop me from taking it all back. And then I'll
Place the blocks
for my perfect fortunes.
Place the blocks
while I fill it full.
Place the blocks
while I slowly show my plan for a complete museum. Here and now there's a chance for action. Here and now I can take control. Here and now I'll live to Alpha and channel my passion for perfection. Block him out, 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 and channel my passion for perfection. Woo! I'm back, baby. I think I fixed the time problem as well. Oh, Jeremy! Jeremy is still here. He is permanently here, and so is my command block. Let's go! You know what? I changed my mind about Jeremy staying in the museum. He's gonna come with me. Alright, enough of that. I need to go place these into the museum. Since I'm in 1.19 now, I'm gonna go explore this way. And I'm gonna try to find a mangrove forest and a couple other structures and get their blocks. I should really have my notes out for this. Found one. Like does work. Look at that. Oh, I think I should collect it. Hey! Lessons. Look at that. I have all the front now. Ah! Got it! Which one? Sing! And now we have the giant portal. And a block that I cannot obtain, unfortunately. Can be broken, cannot be obtained, cannot be moved with pistons. What a shame. Ain't no way I got that advancement off a warden. Oh, that is hilarious. I don't know why, but I thought there was a lot more in this update. That is everything right there. Update time! Let's go! This here is the voting update. This update allows me to collect every single block and item in the game. However, I will be using this update only to collect the illegal stuff, and I will explain how momentarily. Ow. How am I supposed to drop stuff if you're gonna make that the vote key? How dare you? I do need chickens. Oh! There's a village! Okay, interesting. Now this. I can make use of this. Dude, here it is. Oh! Set chance of entities dropping spawn egg to 40%. Nope, I want that as high as possible. Alright, I'm gonna summarize what happened in this update because a lot of this is just AFK work. And I'll say this first of all, the villagers are useless. They did not help with much. The mobs dropping their spawn eggs was very useful. Didn't use that a whole lot. Once I got Chicken's Lay randomly assigned items, I used that way more than anything else, and it just became a whole AFK session trying to get the correct chickens to drop the right items. So it was just recycling a bunch of chickens. Oh my god! I didn't even notice this. I thought it was just a normal stick. Place it. Oh! Knowledge. I can be smart. It's right here. Oh my gosh. Wait, you guys have no idea how long I've been waiting for that. I just want to point out that that took 7 days for me to finally get all of the items and to get a full shulker box of lights. Which, I want to just say this, I thought at first I could stack the light blocks on top of each other to get the different types of light blocks, but apparently that's a creative only thing and you can't do that in survival, which is a shame. So, whatever. Anyway, yeah. From this point on, I will no longer be able to collect any of the illegal blocks added to Minecraft unless there's some kind of a bug. Which, as far as I'm aware, no, not for any of the newer ones. Unless I come across something, but yeah, these will all be the last illegal blocks ever obtainable until new bugs or new April Fool's updates come out. So, yeah. Anyway, let's go place all this into my museum. Alright, since I'm in 1.20, I'm going to start collecting all this stuff. Which, most of it, I already have a farm for over here. Wow, that is fast! Damn! Okay! You know what, let's take 18 stacks of this. Wait, how do I turn into blocks? After a whole lot of crafting, I ended up with all this. This is gonna be a pain! Alright, so what I need to do now is I need to go out exploring my world, looking for trail ruins and exploring those with the pottery sherds and armor trims, and then I need to explore a bunch of the other structures just randomly throughout my world and look for all the armor trims that they have. So yeah, I'm gonna make a bit of a montage for that. So yeah, you know what? Let's get started. Ooh. No! Ah! Oh, it's the last smithing table. Let's go! Oh, finally. So, got just about everything. I'm missing 4 items from the sniffer and the piglin head, which sounds like it's gonna be very difficult, but since I already have an area of charged creepers over here, this shouldn't be too bad. Apologies, Gareth. Ah, got it! Pitcher pod and torch flower. I think those are the 2 I need. I do want more, just because why not? Plus it gives me an excuse to AFK while I edit my video a bit more. So, yeah, I'm gonna do that. I got tired of making those edits, so these are all the items that I got from the 1.20 update. I just want to point out, by technicality, I am done this challenge. Because when I made the first video, I did say that I would try to get to the current version, which at the time was 1.20. So by technicality, I am done the challenge. However, I am going to continue until 1.21.10, I think the current is. I'm not too sure, but I am going to continue. Anyway, that was all of 1.20 done and dusted. Let's move on to 1.21.1, or just 1.21. I don't really know. I haven't done enough research. You guys did research. Alright, update time. Let's go. As you guys can see up in the corner there, I am in 1.21.1. And this means I am in the Tricky Trials update. I think that's what it's called. I'm not too sure. Woo! I wasn't ready for that. Hang on. Hang on. I'm not ready. I wasn't ready. Hang on. Wait. What the heck? I'm not ready for this yet. Oh, come on. Smolant's still talking in the background. Hang on. Pause, Smolant. Pause. Oh. Ooh. Well, that's cool. What's this? Bamboo hangings? That's cool. Oh, is this where I insert the key? Oh! An apple? Nothing very useful. Oh, wait! Oh, yeah, this is one of the things I need. wish I was recording that. I wish I was recording that, but I finally got one. Heavy core. Heavy core. Heavy core. What the heck? What the? I just got that back to back from the other one. Well, okay. I will admit to this. It has been a day since I last went to play Minecraft, but I believe I had just gotten the last mace thing when I logged off. So the fact that I just got another one is insane. Like, what? Well, that's both the things I need. I'm out of here. Look at that. And I think that took like 5 file chambers. I was expecting that to take a lot longer. I am not going to complain that it didn't. I'll take that. Because this video is probably already like 40 minutes long, I'm just going to show you the items I got in the background here. You know what? Because I haven't done it in a while, I will be making a time-lapse of the final hallway in my museum. So I hope that time-lapse looked good. And look at this. I love the black entryway to it. Looks sweet. This is the final museum. I already built the block museum because I thought that was going to be the final one, but I was wrong. The 1.21.2 update adds 19 items that I can collect. So most of them, 16 of them, are the colored bundles, and then one of them is the undyed bundle, which was added in a prior version, 1.17 if I'm not mistaken. And then there's 2 more items that were added in this update, which are the Field Mason banner pattern and the border indented banner pattern. That was a very quick update, more or less. Okay, well, it's gonna be update time for you guys. I'm gonna stay in this a little bit longer because I want to organize my stuff with the bundles. Because bundles. I've just updated to 1.21.4, which is the Pale Garden update. Coconut Blossom. That is so spooky. I saw that. Turns out I need a lot of resin, and it's just turned nighttime, so... This segment felt very quiet, so here's just me doing a couple bird impressions. Oh, that was pretty quick. Mostly just a lot of crafting. But yeah, this is everything, including the creaking spawn egg. Just updated after collecting all the pale stuff, and I am in 1.21.5, And this is, I think, an annoying update because I have to do a lot of villager trading with a lot of different types of villagers. Come on! Do something! These are all the new stuff that was added in the 1.21.5 update, so I'm going to place all this into my museum, and then do another update. Here I am, 1.21.6, which adds the Happy Gas. Oh, that's a lot more expensive than I thought it'd be. Hey! Change of plans, I'm going to go trade with piglins. Oh, there we go. Give me my gold. Again. Come on. Volleyball! Oh, look at that. I got it. As a side note, because I don't want to be showing this again, these are all the blocks and items in this update, minus the Happy Gas spawn egg, of course. 1.12.7, I've just updated 2. This adds, I kid you not, 1 item. So I gotta kill a baby zombie. And not the chicken, so... there we go! Oh, that took forever! You smell that? That's the smell of victory. Closing in. That's right! I'm in 1.21! I was so confused for a second. What the heck is this? Oh. I was gonna say, that's the smell of victory. I mean, 1.21.10. That caught me off guard. I forgot about this. 1.21.10 adds a whole lot of stuff, most of which is craftable. Crafting montage. Wait. Time lapse. Crafting. Alright, so I have got almost everything. I'm missing one stinking item. And that's a copper horse armor, which I thought I could craft, but apparently I can't. Oh, look at that. There it is. I thought that was going to take longer. I thought I'd have to look through at least like 5 of these. Nope, I got it on the first one. I now have every single block and item in version 1.21.10 vanilla, of course. And that is all this, mostly copper chests, shelves, golem statues, golem statue, rods, torch, lanterns, all this stuff. I'm gonna place all this into my museum, and then I'm gonna start editing this video a whole lot, because I'm hoping by the time I'm done editing all this, and maybe even part of the movie, 1.21.11 will be released, and then I can finish that quick and be done with this challenge for a good while. This is 1.21.11. There's only a couple things I need to get, and that's the Nautilus armor. I need to craft the spears, and I need to find the netherite horse armor. I believe I need to go out into my world looking for them. I am just going to look at the wiki, because I didn't do that beforehand. I do. Sweet. So I can get this one right away, then. There is a wooden spear. And now I just need the Nautilus armor. Oh, there's a gold one. Yup. Oh, there's them too. There it is. Copper. Cool. One. Finally. That's useless. But I finally got one. I need another one. This is a 1.1% chance of spawning in any of these given locations, and I've been using chunk base for most of it because why wouldn't I? That's 1%. I'm not looking through 18 billion of these by hand. Yo! I got it! Oh, man, I wish I was recording me opening that. Oh, finally. Cool, sweet, done. Done. I'm done. I can go home. Boom, 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 boom. Bam. Look at that. Done. That is everything. Sweet. Alright. Cool. I am done. I'm, I'm done. Well. Okay, I guess I'm done. Yeah. Now that this challenge is finally over, I just want to give my opinion on the whole journey and what I'll do next. Skip here if you only want to hear what I'll do next, but throughout the entire journey, I was always kind of excited to finally be done the challenge. But there was always this one small part lingering in my head that was like, man, I really hope this journey doesn't end too soon. And I gotta say, once I finally reached that point where I finished it, I was just hit with a truck of like, wow, I'm done. Now what? Because, like, I have thoroughly enjoyed going through every single version of Minecraft, seeing all of the changes that have been added, all of the changes that have been made, and just, I enjoyed it so much, and I'm kind of upset that I'm done. However, I'm not done this world completely, because I think there's still lots for me to do. One of the things I still want to do in this world is I want to collect all of the books, enchanted books, combinations not included, all of the firework rockets type of stuff, and I want to collect all of the armors as well. That is going to be a whole task in of itself, but I want to do that stuff as well as every single farmable item. I want to do all that kind of stuff in this world as well, because I think it would be really fun, and it would truly complete this. And maybe after that I'll just work on some builds of some kind or something. I'm not too sure. I want to give a huge shout out to untracker for inspiring me to do this challenge, because I saw his TikTok that he made about him collecting every block in release order, and I was just hit with, wow, that is such a good idea. I might do this myself. And so I did. Off camera at first, and then I did it just on camera. Poor quality. Didn't like the way I used duplication. Kind of ruined it for me, which is part of the reason I have that duplication rule. And then I went here. This was my third try. I think I did pretty good. Early quality is kind of bad, but it's gotten better, I'd say. I also want to give a shout out to Dagnel, because he is technically the one who originally came up with the challenge, though didn't influence untracker. So I do just want to give him some credit as well. And yeah, with all that said and done, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it thoroughly, because I know I enjoyed this challenge quite a bit. And with all that, I'll allow the credits to roll.